hoping the weather would be better today, but it looks pretty grey out there. So we're not sure really what to do. I think we're going to do some... Do you like my outfit? Gonna do a tip run, still no ceiling, which is always a really relaxing thing to do, which sounds, it's like mega boring, but you just get to clear out stuff, and I have loads of recycled stuff that needs to go out from the office. And then think probably gonna do some sort of nice beef for dinner. I don't know. Also feel like there's quite a calm before the storm, literally, as in we are meant to have a thunderstorm today, so I've got like a weird headache with the air pressure, but also calm before the storm with work because I've got a load of new stuff coming and there's loads of changes happening, and we just need to, I need to like plan everything out and write lists basically so it doesn't feel really overwhelming. We've started to use Monday, so I don't know if anyone has any like feedback with it, because there are so many different things to keep track of, and it's a really, like, we're trying to get it set up so that we all work from it and it kind of suits our, like, methodically the way that we all want to work. You know, like when you put procedures in place, but it might not feel like a kind of logical way of doing it to everybody. Also, it's a way for me to basically keep everybody involved as to what's happening with every single new design and what's going on. So we need to sort of like, I need to start adding to that and get things happening. Yeah, just had a bit of a lazy morning. We now have a freezer, which is quite exciting because we haven't had a freezer since we've lived here, and we've lived here for 3 years. So we've never really been able to do like big shops or clever planning with our food because everything just goes off and we can't freeze leftovers and stuff. So, and just things like in the summer we can't get cold wine, anything like ice cream for the kids, like all of that kind of thing. Just waiting for my wine to be cold. Watching a film, it's hard work. There's a lot of moaning and grunting, but honestly, every time I look out there, he's just taking breaks. I don't know if he even deserves to have any cold wine. He's coming in. Oh no. Thing is, our garden area is really small. If I went out there to help him, I would just get in his way. So I'm watching a film in here and he's just going at it. It's gonna be a beautiful day. I'm up super early, taking Ace for a walk because we got a shitload of packing to do. Also have a really exciting for you guys. The old school tank sold out within like a couple of hours. And we're going to have some more made, but I suddenly decided, and actually Isabel was like, do you think you'd have some more in, do you think you would make them in other colourways? And I was like, so weird, because I literally was just speaking to Peter, who I work with, about whether we can have more made and how quickly in different colours. But as always, because I kind of just fly by the seat of my pants slightly with production, which is definitely annoying for everyone else, but it's a real plus for you guys, because I feel like with e-commerce you're not tied to structured seasons like you do with retail shops. But it usually means, like, for instance, if I want them to be made with the charcoal and the yellows, the new colours, I have to decide today with a day's notice on 2 new colourways. So I think I know what I'm going to choose, but I need to narrow that down and send those colours off. So I'm going into the office because we have so much packing to do, but I know I need to get some clarity on these colour decisions and reply to some emails and basically get my admin done, and then I can help Tia pack for the rest of the day. So yeah, and it's such a beautiful day as well. All exciting stuff. Is there any better smell than freshly cut grass? I don't think so. I've just come back from a meeting that I needed to drive to, and was feeling like super smug about how nice the weather is and stuff, and got out of my car, and I don't know what I've done, but I've like pulled a weird muscle in my groin. I don't know, it's like I have literally just been like drop kicked right in my vag, and I'm hobbling around like such an old lady. It's really embarrassing, and to make matters worse, I have a shipment coming in tomorrow and I'm on my own in the office. I don't know what time, and I've got to get boxes up the stairs, so I managed to get an emergency appointment to see a lady who works on like my back problems and sciatica type stuff at 4 o'clock today, but I really hope it gets sorted, because I literally at the moment I need to go and get some painkillers, I think, but the idea of walking across town at the moment is unbearable. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know what I've done. I went for a dog walk this morning. I didn't go running or anything, and we did like lugging of bags up and down the stairs yesterday to get all of the tank orders out, but Isabel and Tia helped me carry them, so I don't know what I've done. And my husband's gonna be like, what is wrong with you? Because there's always something wrong with my back. It's like, oh. Anyway, I'm gonna hobble like a granny and get something, I think, for the pain. Because I'm doing some prep on the computer, which is fine, doesn't hurt, but as soon as I get up, I'm like an old lady. Actually, I'm gonna try and put the camera up so you can like watch me get up from the table, because I look ridiculous. Leaning, okay, I've very dubiously balanced my phone like on top of my water glass, but that is how quickly I can get it up. If I put any weight, it's like, oh my God. Wish me luck. Good morning and not so happy Friday. So my injury yesterday, I managed to get an appointment to see, I don't know technically if she's a physio or a sports therapist. She's amazing. I managed to get an appointment with her. After I took the video of me in the office, I could barely get down the stairs at that point, and I don't know what was the issue. I got out of the car, because I managed to get a late afternoon appointment to see her, and I was like walking towards her, and she just was like, what have you done? And I just don't know what I've done. So we like went in, and she looked at sort of how my legs were moving, and I was explaining what the issue is, and she thinks it's like I've hurt the muscle. I think she said it was my hip flexors. So it's like a muscle basically that goes like from around my back to the front, which like holds everything together. So it's like all in my groin, like basically everything hurts. I can't put any weight on my groin. I can't put any weight on my legs, because everything that's like, if you think about a naked Barbie and like the muscle going from front to back, holding everything in place together, basically I've done something to that, and I don't know what. So she basically was like, this is such a fresh injury, there's not actually that much I can do. So what she did really hurt, and I've got a pretty good pain threshold. Then she did some cupping on the area, and she said to me, she basically was like, I don't want to do any more because it's such a fresh injury. I'm worried I'm going to hurt you. Come back on Monday and we'll see how you are. And her parting words to me were, probably good idea to have a bath, but I honestly don't think you're going to be able to get in and out of a bathtub. And she also was like, get some strong painkillers. And for her to say this, because normally it's like, we don't take painkillers, that's why you're coming here, it's so you don't need to take them. And I kind of registered what she said and thought, oh, it's not going to get any worse than this. And then throughout the evening, it basically got so painful that I had a, like, where if you keep vodka in your freezer or whatever, I had like a frozen bottle of vodka wrapped in a towel basically on my groin and ice. And then when it came to going to bed, we don't have a downstairs loo at the moment. We are putting one in, but our loo is on the first floor. So getting up and down the stairs was so painful. I freaked out because I have a delivery arriving tomorrow, and I can't even get myself up the stairs, let alone lift boxes. So I had to call my parents to come and help. Charlie can't take the day off work, but and also I had Tia was meant to be coming in. I was meant to be seeing Abby, who does my social media, because she's going away, and we wanted to be organised and get ready for this new collection before she goes away, so it's all like lined up. So I messaged them both and like tried to get things semi-organised for tomorrow, not knowing how I'd feel in the morning. And then throughout the night, I basically couldn't sleep. I was in so much pain. I can't turn myself over in bed because if I can't lift my leg basically. And anytime, any movement, it's just like all those muscles from any kind of extension or leg movement from at the top of my legs means I can't really move. And in the end, my husband had to bring me downstairs so I could be on the sofa because I was just wide awake. I replied to some emails. I watched TV and eventually fell asleep, but I've been here since like 1 o'clock in the morning. And it was so bad when I got up in the middle of the night, I thought I was going to be sick from the pain. That is saying a lot. Bearing in mind, I've been through, you know, childbirth and all that stuff. And obviously that was horrendous. I'm not saying it's like childbirth, but I've had operations and injuries, and this is the most painful thing that's ever happened to me other than childbirth. So I've emailed the guy who I deal with at DHL about this delivery, and basically they're gonna have to like meet them and take it in. I feel ridiculous, and I also have quite like a sale, so by the time this airs you'll know that we wanted to plan for a sale. I need to do a stock take, I need to check ads that the guys have put together for me, and I need to do all the website work myself. But at the moment I can just about make it upstairs to go to the loo. It's pretty bad. I'll keep you posted. Still sofa bound. And my mum had to come and bring me some medicine and look after me. I'll keep you posted. God, we got our freezer just in time. Every now and again, I go to this drawer. I don't have a sip. I literally cover this in a tea towel and put it on my groin. The only thing that gives me some relief. Hello. I haven't vlogged all week. Actually, I haven't vlogged for like 10 days probably. So poor Abby is having to make the best of what I'm sending her, which is not very good stuff. So I think my last vlog was actually saying about me after I'd injured myself. And basically since then it's all gone downhill. I think it was on a Thursday. So nearly like, a week ago on Thursday. It wasn't like something that I did suddenly and then I was like, oh, it was just slowly throughout the day. I could feel that I'd injured myself. And then by the evening, I couldn't get off the sofa. And then on Friday, I was on the sofa, couldn't get off, couldn't move, like had to be like assisted to go to the loo. And then Saturday, when Charlie was home, I just stayed in bed all day and I was drifting in and out of sleep, not showing any signs of being like refreshed or, you know, and running a temperature. And in the end, he was like, I'm not happy about this, and rang 111 and we spoke to the doctor, and I was admitted to A&E. Then was in A&E until like late Sunday afternoon. So I stayed overnight, which wasn't very nice. Basically, my temperature had got so high and I was showing that I had so much inflammation in my blood, they thought I was septic, which is obviously really life-threatening. I don't know if anybody has known anyone that's been septic before. My granddad, years and years and years ago, got sepsis from an infected tooth when he was skiing, and he ended up in a coma for like months. And it was awful. He nearly died, and he got like gangrene on his toes and stuff. But anyway, I wasn't septic, but they freaked out and couldn't work out what it was, and couldn't work out what my groin injury had to do with the infection. So I had so many scans. I had like a CAT scan, X-ray, ultrasound, an internal scan, about a bajillion blood tests, a bajillion urine tests, everything coming back clear. So they eventually sent me home on antibiotics. Not able to get up or do anything. I've been like literally bed bound. But the girls have been amazing, just like keeping all your orders going out and trying to like keep on top of everything that I would normally be doing myself. But yeah, it's been a really hard week, but I am feeling a little better every day. And then I went back into hospital on Friday for another blood test, ended up being there all day, and then they discharged me because although I'm still showing really high signs of inflammation, it's dropped significantly. So that, and I'm feeling better in myself, so they're happy with that. I'm not very mobile at the moment. But yeah, sad days. We were meant to be doing a photo shoot tomorrow in London for a new range, which I've had to postpone, which I'm gutted about. You know, and my husband had to bring in we had this new collection delivered. There's been loads of stuff happening which I've not been able to be a part of, which has been really hard. But it's also given me good downtime to think about the next step and where we're going with certain things. But yeah, so that's why I've been quiet. I am on the mend though, a little bit every day, but it's so hard when you're an impatient person. It's so hard just to sit here and do nothing.